Okay, so the journey of the six essentially involves trust. It involves learning to trust that they'll be okay despite the danger in the world. They call the six the loyalist because the six will find an organization that they feel explains the world and makes the world safe through their rules and regulations, and they become very loyal to that organization because at some deep level, they feel that in exchange for their loyalty, they will get protection. But at the same time, they're suspicious and they question the motives of others. So they're constantly questioning, have you thought through this? Have you thought through this? I'm not sure that plan was very well thought out. So a lot of sixes will worry about whether the leaders are truly on top of things. How does this show up at work? So typically the six at work, their radar is always tuned to potential dangers. And they may be the one on the team who always sees the pitfalls and problems. In fact, that may seem that they're throwing up obstacles so the team can't progress. So the six is the skeptical one, and they're going to say, well, this is why this isn't going to work, and this is why this isn't going to work. And I don't know that we've thought this through yet. And some people on the team can look at the six and go, gosh, they're always so negative about all of our ideas. But six is really good at discerning where something will go wrong. They're really a valuable member of the team. It's just important for a six to know that sometimes people will bristle and get mad at them and want them to be just a little bit more positive and supportive of some of the new ideas. So it's kind of a give and take, but where all that's coming from is risk aversion and the desire to make sure that we don't make a decision that's going to cause something bad to happen. When a six is in a leadership position, they tend to be risk adverse. And because of that, they tend to be very slow to make decisions. They don't want to make a decision that's going to put everybody in danger. But the problem is you never can make a decision that can completely keep everybody out of danger because there's always going to be some consequence. And they could be very slow to drive change because of that. So if you're an Enneagram 6 and you're a leader, one thing to be cognizant about is you need a way to increase the speed of your decision making so you don't frustrate your team and your organization and you don't fall behind. You can use what I call the 90-10 rule, which is just kind of edging up that 80-20 rule to identify what is the 10% of risk that will yield 90% of the negative consequences. So what is the 10% of risk that's absolutely unacceptable? You can choose to move forward on a project with a reasonable chance of success, but make a plan that I'm going to pivot at this checkpoint if I haven't achieved such and such success by that point. So what you're doing is you're making plans for things to go wrong, but you're in those plans, you're allowing yourself to take steps forward. So the other thing is, if you are willing to do the deeper growth work, is to continue to build trust in your relationship with yourself. The real solution for the six is to get to a point where this is how I can handle the bad things that happen.